Hi everyone, my name is Najee Gaines and we're going to do a video for the R programming for my final defend in Dr. Bowen's class. So what I'm going to do is I really didn't know a way I could show you the programming of R through some of the data that I found online at the CDC. Through like school, the actual projector, because R wasn't available. So what I decided to do is create a video, and I'm going to do a screen share so you all could see exactly how the data is used in R. Okay, so this is the dashboard. All right, so first, I will begin by importing the data set that contains the HIV diagnosis by age group and race in Georgia from 2012 to 2014. And these these data sets is what I have gotten from the CDC website, and actually comprise them into an Excel sheet and save them on my desktop. So I'm going through R to search them and import them in. All right, so now to analyze these age data, I will find the mean diagnosis of each age group. And these typings that I'm making are basically called commands. And this is how R is identifying the titles of each grid sheet to actually find the mean to each age group. It's a very shorter and quicker way to doing things. Right? And as you see, the mean values are located here on the right-hand side, just to identify them. So now we're going to move on, and I'm going to show you how I find the median through the age group diagnosis. And this value indicates the median at the diagnosis with group 5 between ages 35 and 39. So and to keep in mind, these medians can also be displayed geographically. All right, so now for the race. Give me a second, I'm still working on something. All right, I want everyone to pay attention to the graph that just popped up in the right-hand corner. Zoom in just so you all can see. Okay. And for the race data, I will compare the mean diagnosis of African American versus whites. I will first start off doing this by subsetting all the data pertaining to the race of interest. So obviously both the African American and white. And this is done in most labs just to do a comprised comparison in a more faster and efficient way, especially when you're dealing with information that you have over like 1 million columns and segments. It's very hard to do manually. Next, I will run a t-test on this data. That. And the information for the t-test is down at the bottom of the screen. The results of the t-test indicate that between 2012 and 2014, there were a significantly larger number in African American individuals diagnosed with HIV in compared to white individuals, and that's shown down here. I will conclude by displaying the difference in mean numbers of diagnoses graphically. And this will be the last thing that I show you all. Uh-oh, seems like we had a little hiccup. This happens sometimes in art. When you have errors that our studios does not recognize, it could be something as simple as a comma, a space. It'll pop up down in your lower margin where the red is just to show you an error. So let's try and redo this and see if we could fix it. There we are. Okay, great. So now you see the final graph that I've made, and it's basically the comparisons versus the white and the African Americans diagnosed the drastic number difference between 2012 and 2014. So I hope you all have enjoyed my R tutorial, and I hope you guys have learned a few things. Thank you. Hope to see you soon. Let's just bring this down.